Okay, long story short, everything that I have access to easily is rated up to about 250 degrees. And while I comfortably feel safe saying that this little panel area back here is not going to get over that, still, because of what it is, I would like to fix it correctly. So, I can get the porcelain wire nuts here on Monday from Amazon for $8.99. But in the meantime, before I waste money, I want to go ahead and just use regular wire nuts. Go ahead and put the new one in so we can test it to see if that's the problem. Okay.
He's got a $20 part.
No returning it now. Yeah, I'm essentially cutting like it's this fiberglass type wire insulation. I'm gonna say I have never worked with stuff like this before. This was a new one for me. So yeah, if anyone knows about this stuff and knows better ways to work with it, hey, let me know. So in the future, I can do it less dangerously. Once I get the permanents in there, we'll tape all this stuff up too. I really wish their wire wasn't so short, because it just leaves a lot of room for things to break. Plug her in, we'll leave her all kind of out here. That way it's not against anything. It's as far away from the heat source as possible.
So it's kind of like drum heads. You have to put it on a little bit at a time.
Yeah.
And then tighten them all down.
It works best that way many times, yes. Now let's figure out why this thing is so wobbly.
Well, which way does it
So-
wobble? That one, that back one is not.
Well, I mean, if you want me to turn it, I'll turn it. Does that matter?
No, I mean, I'm just saying. You don't have to turn that, I'm just saying.
Well, I mean, it might be that one actually, so let's go ahead and just turn it real quick. Maybe when I slid it out, the sliding motion caused it to spin it, because it actually spins very easy. So maybe that is the one. funny that I've slid this thing in and out numerous times and never has the linoleum caught.
It just caught?
It's catching on the wheels, on the feet.
Yeah. You pulled this out quite a bit. Okay.
Okay, oven's in.
And it's not wobbly.
Oh,
It's on the timer.
Pizza, we've been doing it at what, 4?
Well, everything lately I've been doing at 400. So that we know how far off it was.
Okay, 400.
All right, we'll be back when it beeps. So, what I hear you saying is that the temperature of the oven did not reach 400 degrees.
That is, according to your thermometer, that is not really a known good tested item. No, it did not reach 400 degrees.
Well, can I tell you that? What is the thermostat hopping? What I will tell you is this, is that at one point the thermometer would read 400 when the oven said 400.
At one point, the oven was 400 degrees too, wasn't it? Parts break. Long story short, we realized afterwards, it's like, wait a minute, we've never really verified this one little item hanging in our oven is accurate. So, could we have just changed something for no reason at all? Maybe, who knows?
Did the beeper go off quicker?
It seemed like the thing warmed up a whole lot faster. But the way a gas oven works, I wouldn't think that would have been the case. I'm not saying it didn't. But it was interesting. This thing warmed up like faster than this ever warmed up ever, I think.
Yeah, I think I've said it.
In fact, when the beeper went off, my first thought was, crap, that is not a compatible thermostat because there's no way that thing's going to be any more than like 200 degrees by now. And I was like, oh! It was 350.
Like 350.
So it did appear to warm up a whole lot faster.
By the way, the toaster oven is currently sitting at 380 and going up as we're speaking on the 400 degree oven. And it is about to get to 400. So, and it did that in 10 minutes. Now this little thing is not going to be right at temperature right when you start it.
So what I hear you saying is
Is
we
that
need to
my-
troubleshoot more.
What I hear you saying is, what you hear me saying is that my thermostat works.
Funny story. One of my people's out there because I found on the internet an article and the guy went through the exact same troubleshooting analogy I did.
You see what he's doing? He's trying to get out of buying me a new oven.
Dang, ovens ain't cheap no more. Back in my day, an oven was like $200. Now the cheap ones are freaking grand.
I will admit
You know how much
that
wood I could buy for $1,000?
purchasing a new oven is last on my wish list. Like there's a bunch of things that are well above on my wish list of my I really want. An oven is not one of them. Yeah, it's over 400.
So you're saying it's not reading right?
What?
I know, it's the little toaster oven. Those things always like, shoo, shoo, shoo. You know, like slowly.
And it is down there at the bottom.
Yeah.
But that was the only place it would fit in the oven. So, yeah. Your hypothesis that it was a thermostat, that it was the thermometer, my thermometer that was broken, has been proven wrong.
You're forgetting that the oven warmed up faster. If I were wrong, then nothing would have changed.
No, I'm saying that your hypothesis about my thermometer being broken would be wrong. I didn't say your hypothesis.
Let's leave it run for a few more minutes. Let's see if it kind of sits right at that 400. But at this moment, it is looking like the thermometer is not a fail. She wants a new oven.
I don't really want a new oven, y'all. I want my oven to work, but I don't want him to throw $40 at it,
Oh, yeah.
throw $100 at it, throw $20 at it.
Well, and it was funny. Like I said, I found an article on not this model, but on a Kenmore range, where they were speaking with the Kenmore support people, it sounded like. And they're like, oh, it's probably your igniter. And the guy was like, no, I don't think it's the igniter. I think it's the control board. And it sounded like in their case it wound up being the control board. And even they're like, yeah, that part, we don't even sell them anymore. You have to send it off to a rebuilder who rebuilds them for you. So apparently, like, they just don't build the controller boards.
So it's a good thing we got dressed, because I guess now we're going to Sears and Lowe's and Home Depot. And how can you test the igniter? Can you test the igniter before?
Technically, yes. You basically turn the oven on, watch when the little glowy thing starts glowing, count how many seconds until it goes poof. I just don't want to spend all day going store to store to store listening to you say about, well, I don't like this, and I don't like that, and I want this.
But you do
It's painful.
You do have.
I wouldn't wear this at the house.
But
In fact, I didn't even get it dirty. I was kind of hoping I could get grease all over it.
You got it on though.
It's after January.
Okay.
I'm not wearing Christmas paraphernalia.
It's even after Epiphany Day, so I will.
What's Epiphany Day?
January 6th. And they are open now. Mask up!
Also, very sad face.
I really was hoping that would work. For your sake and for mine. And for. Oh, you don't have your wallet on you.
I thought you just wanted to feel my butt. You know again?
I was feeling for your wallet.
So, and this gets back to it's an old oven. I mean, it's probably, well, I think it's not as old as the house. It's not 30 years old like everything else is, but it's still probably 10, 15 years old. I mean, it's black and beige, so
it's best.
That should give you an approximate time frame when that was in style. I figure if you're in a bad enough mood, you won't want to go appliance shopping. So.
No, it's worse. I'm gonna stretch it out.
My ankle hurts. I can fall in the stairs if I have to.
He took me to Lowe's after
I'll be
I had
downstairs.
surgery.
I'll be downstairs.
He can hobble around a hardware store looking at appliances.
And if I can't work Monday, I get sent home without pay for 3 days.
Next week, we'll focus on the oven because we went shopping. Do you prefer gas or electric? More importantly, are you excited that we are going to have longer videos next week? Stick around for the cut scenes and a calendar with the next few planned videos.
48 seconds.
Okay.
By his definition, that igniter is bad. Basically, once it starts glowing, it should immediately open the gas valve, the gas should light. It's taking 48 seconds once it starts glowing for the gas to actually come on and ignite.
Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. See the description for our website, and see you next time.